Hi, my name is Thais Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, we are going to do a 2021 reflection on this year. So I wanted to take some time and just go through a little bit of self-reflection and some questions we can ask ourselves to reflect on this year. And then tomorrow's video will be all about how to start yourself off on the right foot going into next year. And I know for a lot of us, we do our New Year's reflection, maybe sometimes really early, but this is still a great exercise. It's just 7 simple self-reflection questions that you can go through that will just help you think a little bit more deeply and introspect and really bond and connect in the relationship to yourself. These are, of course, always fun questions to ask a loved one as well, and just to sort of bring up. And before I dive into this, I just wanted to say like a huge thank you to our community. I think I've been on YouTube for maybe 2.5 years or so, at least regularly, not just like posting stuff there randomly. And it's been amazing to see just so many amazing comments and so much growth and so many incredible students come in and learn and so many students who are on the channel and just a student of the channel itself. And it's been really, really beautiful for me to be able to facilitate this and share. And just really, truly a huge thank you to everybody who let me be a part of their journey over the past couple of years and listened and trusted me to share. And it's, my favorite thing to do in the whole wide world is learn and share about personal growth and emotional connection and talk to people and create content. So thank you for allowing me to be able to do that. As we go into this next year, I think something that's so important is for us to just validate and acknowledge like what this year has been all about for each of us. And I think especially because of so many different circumstances happening at a worldwide scale, it's been a massive year for transformation, for learning, for awakening, for doing deep dives into sort of new ways of thinking and experiencing things. For a lot of people, it's also been a time of loss, of challenge, of change, of disruption, of inconvenience. And, this has probably been one of the more challenging years I would imagine for most people. I saw a lot of people go through it this year, but I also saw a lot of people rise to the challenge this year. And despite changes, despite pain points, despite grief or, loss, really show up for themselves and take opportunities from this to learn, to grow, to pivot, to let go of things that weren't actually serving them, to sort of step up to another level. And I know personally, I went through a lot of loss this year with family and people passing away and things like that. And not from COVID itself, but just from some of the challenges that were going on or different health problems that people were experiencing. And I think for all of us, it's really valuable to look at the good and the bad and to validate what was challenging, what was hard, and to show up and support ourselves through that and to be honest with our emotions about that. And also to look for the things we can be grateful for the lessons that are there from life to teach us things about ourselves, to transform, to change, to grow, all the golden nuggets that can sort of be extracted from different pain points that we experience. So without further ado, we'll go into the 7 self-reflection questions. And these aren't really deep or really intense, but they're just really good things to sort of like look at and reflect upon. So question number 1 is, what were you grateful for this year? And you can make a list of a whole bunch of different things. You can make a list of the top like 2 or 3 things that really stood out to you. It could be learning about yourself in different ways, letting go of relationships that weren't serving any longer, just powerful life lessons that got brought about because of maybe challenging life experiences. It could be career growth or career change. It could be learning more about the financial area of your life. It could be so many different things in any of the 7 areas, but it's great to reflect upon those things. Number 2, what were some of the hardest challenges you faced this year? And as you write some of the things or as you journal about the different things that come up, or even just reflect while listening to this video, validate yourself. It's been a tough time. It's okay if you felt challenged this year. It's okay if you had times where you were struggling or where you weren't yourself. That's normal when we go through a lot of change. And sometimes that's the dark side of transformation. And number 3, what did these difficult moments or challenges teach you? about yourself, about your life? Or what do you still have to take away from them? Or what can you still learn about them? What lessons may be there? And what I find, and this isn't just personal, but also just from a post-traumatic growth perspective and all the research out there on post-traumatic growth, is that life, when we have a big challenge, when we can extract the lessons from it, we actually heal from it more quickly. It promotes us being able to heal and move to the next level of our lives a lot more efficiently, and to find some kind of closure and meaning within the experience itself or set of experiences that you may have gone through. So always valuable to reflect on that. Number 4, what are you proud of about yourself this year? I find that so many people can be working really hard or overcoming huge obstacles or going through huge challenges and coming out the other side and learning and growing and all these different things, but often aren't validating themselves, aren't like actually stopping and pausing and being like, I did this and this and this, and I'm so proud of this year, or I overcame this, or I still showed up even when this happened. So take some time and reflect on that too. And what were your wins this year? Next is, how can you show up and support yourself even more this upcoming year? And what area of your life do you want to work on the most? Is it mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, relationships, financial, career? And just taking some time to really reflect there is quite valuable. And then what fears boxed you in this year that you want to work on overcoming so this doesn't happen again? And number 7, what was the best change that you made this year? And hopefully this just sort of gives you a full spectrum of just some introspective questions to dive into. And tomorrow we're going to do a deep dive into goals for next year and just some reflection questions for what to set out for the year to come. And if you want to do a deeper dive too, to really kick off 2022 on the best foot possible, we have 2 amazing courses. We have a 14-day challenge course. It's all about you discovering who you are in a relationship and how you show up, and then being able to extract from there, like what the biggest pain points are for you, the biggest places or opportunities for growth are for you. And so you can check that out for free for 7 days by clicking the link in the description box below. And we also have our Set and Achieve Goals using the Subconscious Mind course, which really helps you fast track breaking through glass ceilings, moving beyond obstacles in your life, and bringing your conscious and subconscious mind on board to work together so that you can fast track the things you want to accomplish and achieve going into 2022 as well. And really overcome those like self-sabotaging, limiting patterns, because it's always a symptom of your subconscious mind having a different set of intentions than your conscious mind, of course. So hopefully this all makes sense to you and gave you an opportunity to reflect a little bit more. Thank you so much for being here and for being a community member. And I will see you in tomorrow's video.